folks. Today I am joined by a man who needs no introduction, formerly the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, now simply the most electrifying man in entertainment, period. It is The Rock. Thank you so much for your time today, sir.
Dude, thank you. So good. Thank you for that amazing intro. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I want to start with your sort of career as a whole. Given the multifaceted career you built, you're clearly someone that's always looking to improve. So I imagine that factored into your thinking when taking on both Black Adam and the superhero genre at large. So I'm curious, what do you think the superhero genre needs improving on, and how does this film try to do that?
Well, I think the superhero genre, I felt that with Black Adam, we had an opportunity. I just didn't want to make a superhero, supervillain, anti-hero movie that will come and hopefully people like it and then it will go. I wanted to create Black Adam in hopes that it would help shift and bring in a new era in the DC universe. It's a universe that I love. I grew up on it. I was a DC boy growing up. Saturday morning cartoons were the super friends for me. I saw my first Black Adam comic when I was 7 or 8 years old. He was badass. He looked intense. He had cool colors, black and gold. He had brown skin. And I thought, man, I can really relate to him. I want to be him. And I love Superman and Green Lantern. They were my favorite growing up. So I wanted to take Black Adam and not only introduce a new era in the DC universe, but also introduce a new character in Black Adam to the universe, to the world, but also introduce other characters. And if you look just a little bit past the Justice League and you go into the DC Bible, you got the JSA sitting there, and they are some cool, complex, badass characters for fans to love. So we introduced 5 new characters in Black Adam. And ultimately, what I do believe that not only I don't want to say the superhero genre, I'd rather say what's been missing out of DC, in my opinion, is fresh characters, new blood, but also, just as important, what's been missing is leadership who actually listens to the fans and gives the fans what they want and what they're so passionate about. Because when you get millions and millions of fans who are passionate and wanting something and feeling and just wanting to be heard, and then they're completely ignored for years, not only does that piss me off, because I came from a world of pro wrestling that I wrestled in front of 40 people to 40, 50, 100,000 people. But the key with wrestling for me as The Rock was always listening to the fans because they were going to guide me. So the same thing applies here to the superhero genre, to DC. Listen to the fans. So that's what Black Adam represents. New era, new characters, and listen to the fans. And if our goal at $7 Productions is to build out the DC universe, you cannot build out the DC universe without Superman. Superman must be in place and he must be brought back. And now you build.
I totally agree, sir. I've got a wrap here. I just want to thank you for responding to my tweet and setting this whole thing up. I usually close these out by
This was it.
This is it. I'm him.
No, but so your tweet was, oh, I remember that. Okay.
BroBible.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. Well, I'm glad we did it. I tell you what, because I wanted this to happen, give me one more question and then we'll wrap everything
up. Oh, thank you so much, man. And then I'll save my mushy stuff for the end. Okay. I know you've obviously fielded endless questions about crossing over with Superman, so I'll spare you. As you touched on, the DC world is massive. Are there any other villains that you'd like to lay the smackdown on going forward?
Man, again, open the Bible, open the DC Bible, and it's all right there. They are all right there. And now we're in a great position where not only have we opened the DC Bible and cracked that sucker open, pulled out 5 new characters, JSA, pulled out Black Adam, Easter eggs in Black Adam of human beings who aren't superheroes yet. So they're all there. So our goal at $7, a lot of talk has been made about, oh, is there going to be is there going to be a Superman versus Black Adam movie? That could be cool, but for me, that's the easy thing. That's just a moment. We want to create a long-term storytelling uh, culture here with DC and at $7. So it's all of them in our opinion crossover. That's why in Black Adam we acknowledged all the Justice League,
Mm.
and that's why we fought very hard for years to get the end credit sequence put in there um, with Superman and Henry Cavill. So that's my way of going around specifically who we have in mind. But man, but by the way, that's the fun. Like you and I are smiling right now and laughing. That's what this should be. That's what this is. It's like we're DC. I love Marvel and I respect those guys and they're my friends, but we don't want to be Marvel. We want to be DC. We want to blaze our own path. And by doing that, this is where we break out the DC Bible, man, and we tell stories.
Sir, I've been screaming that Man of Steel is fantastic for 10 years. So thank you for that. I just want to say I usually end these by touting the person's work, but for you, sir, I just want to say thank you for being a genuine hero of mine. When I told my mom I was going to speak to you, she dug through her many archives and pulled out, I'm not quite sure what this is, but wow. It's my face superimposed on you as the Scorpion King. I've been with you since the Scorpion King, and I will be with you wherever you go from here, sir. So thank you so much.
Dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm so happy we got this done, and I'm so happy you love Black Adam. And
it was awesome. It was genuinely awesome. You kicked ass, and I can't wait to see who comes next, man.
Thank you, brother. I'll talk soon.
Thank you, boss.